Hello, Dana. Morning. Chino from GMA7. Sir, you mentioned earlier na tama ba ang rinig namin? Parang medyo confused yung BI why Cassie Ong was able to transfer from Japan. And parang sa ngayon kasi wala na daw siya sa Japan eh. According to one government agency na we talked about. And then knowing na na-cancel yung passport niya, paano niya kaya nagawa yun at saang mga bansa in Southeast Asia or Asia that she might be going to, di ba?
Walang bansa na tatanggap sa kanya if she doesn't have a passport. I mean, I'm just talking about our knowledge as immigration. I can't really answer about her case because she's a Filipino, so she's not under our jurisdiction. But talking about how immigration works worldwide. If she doesn't have a passport, she won't be able to transfer from one country to another. And from what I recall, her passport was confiscated at the time of her arrest. Ngayon, sinasabi nila na meron nga tayo nakukuhang reports that she is out of the country. But so far, we've coordinated with our friends from the FA to confirm this. Wala pa po tayo nakukuhang solid lead or solid evidence that she is indeed out of the country. But that's just out of getting intelligence information to give to law enforcement.
So walang possibility na makaalis siya on a fake, let's say, or Chinese passport, ganun, or may possibility pa rin yun?
There's a possibility of that. Pwede yan. Kung siya ay halimbawa, naalala mo yung ginawa niya before? The backdoor? I hope napigil or may monitoring tayo doon. I can't really answer because that's beyond us. But if I mean that could be a possibility. If she had a different passport, then maybe she would be able to transfer from one country to another. But what I recall is her Philippine passport was confiscated by an agency before.
So wala na yung ineffective yung passport, hindi niya magamit. Parang tama ba?
Yes.
Kasi the reason I asked this is also in relation to yung ibang mga involved, yung big fish, particularly si Zaldico. Meron ba tayong assurance na in the first place, hindi nila gamitin yung ganito ding scheme if they have separate passports? So technically, it would allow them to evade justice a little bit with a little bit more time, no?
Well, speaking for law enforcement, even if naman they try to do that, we have a relationship with Interpol. So if, halimbawa, this person flees the country, goes to a different country, uses a new identity, the law enforcement of the Philippines can seek the assistance of the Interpol para hanapin siya and put her on the red notice. If there are traces of her other identity na makuha ng intelligence community, that can be given to Interpol to be able to assist in locating whoever is being located.
So one final question, if I may, Attorney. So hindi assurance, tama ba? Based on experience of immigration, of criminals and other personalities in the past, yung cancellation ng passport, yung prohibition to travel from one place to another can be circumvented by using other means. So kahit na cancel ng passport ng isang fugitive, may paraan na makakilos pa rin, tama ba?
Inside the country, palabas ng bansa, through our immigration, wala. Kasi makikita natin yan eh. Makikita natin yung mukha niya, makikita natin yung data niya. So wala. If they use an illegal migration corridor and probably has a legitimate passport maybe of some other nationality, then that could be a possibility.
Pero sa ibang bansa, ma'am, let's say UK, France, mga ganon, technically it's still possible even if he doesn't have a valid Philippine passport anymore.
If the passport is valid, then if the other nationality's passport is valid, then that's a possible, pwede niyang magamit.
So only through, makakagalaw lang siya kung may other passport siya, tama
I
ba?
guess so. Kasi kung Philippine passport, of course, yun lang ang jurisdiction ng Pilipinas. Yun lang yung makakancel niya, but not any other passport. But let's not forget, if there is a warrant of arrest against her, kahit ano pang passport ang hawak niyan, wanted criminal na siya, considered fugitive from justice na siya. And through the warrant of arrest that will be coordinated by our law enforcement to Interpol, dun yung arrest. Kasi maraming mga ganyan yung hindi lang yung dito sa Pilipinas, but maraming mga ganyang cases na maraming identities and they hold different passports. And malaking bagay yung relationship natin with Interpol in locating and arresting these guys.
So it applies also to Zaldico, no?
To everyone. Thank you.
Okay, one last before we wrap up this episodes of the agenda.
Good morning, Ma'am Samtopal. Just for clarification lang, Ma'am, si former DPS Secretary Bunuan, tumakas, nakaalis na ho ba ng bansa?
Yes, outside the country po siya. Papunta pong Estados Unidos. I think earlier this month, umalis po siya. Ang kanya pong sinabi is for the medical procedure of his wife. Sa ngayon po, wala naman pong ibang orders barring his travel. He is included in the the DOJ issued lookout bulletin, immigration lookout bulletin. But upon verification po nung siya ay bumiyahe, wala pong ibang orders issued against him.
So you let him go?
Yes, because yun po ang ating lookout bulletin. That's the limitation of the lookout bulletin. Kung walang ibang orders issued against him, he will be allowed to depart.
Ma'am, bukod po kay Secretary Bunuan, sino pa ho yung mga tumakas na naman? Sino pa ho ba yung mga umalis na naman sa doon sa mga flood control superstar, ma'am?
Doon sa mga superstar, so far wala pong bago na lumabas po ng bansa. Doon sa mga wanted po, yung nabanggit ko po kanina, may 3 po that are out of the country. Yun yung may mga warrant of arrest na. Of course, si former Congressman Zaldico, DPWH OIC ng planning, at saka yung SunWest Incorporated Treasurer. So these 3 individuals are the ones who are outside the country na nandoon po sa listahan ng may warrant of arrest from the Office of the Ombudsman.
Ma'am, doon po sa warrant of arrest, wala ho bang magagawa yung immigration para kalad ka rin ho rito si Zaldico?
It's not our jurisdiction po kasi sila po ay Pilipino outside the country. So hindi po ito jurisdiction ng immigration. Ang sa amin po yung monitoring sa pagdaan po nila palabas po at papasok ng bansa. So kung meron pong warrant of arrest, yung ating law enforcement agencies po, kagaya po nung nabanggit ko kanina, can coordinate this with Interpol. Kasi pag may warrant of arrest po outside the country, ano na yan, tinuturing na yung pugante. That's already considered, they are already considered fugitives. If they are trying to abscond, kasi ang warrant of arrest ay immediately executory. Hindi pwedeng, bukas na lang ako magpapa-aresto. Immediately executory yan. If they are outside the country, they have to go back and face their cases. If they don't go back, then they are considered fugitives already. Because they are considered fugitives already, our law enforcement agencies, the police, can coordinate this already with the Interpol para mailagay na po siya sa Interpol Red Notice. Interpol Red Notice, malilimit ang movements niya kasi ang systems ng immigration ng ibang bansa nakakonekta sa Interpol at makikita nila yung mga Interpol Red Notices. Kung ma-encounter siya doon, maaari siyang pabalikin dito. Kung mahuli naman siya ng police doon, ganun din. Maaari din siyang pabalikin dito.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po.
And with that, I think we need to wrap up. Just tandaan po natin, mga kababayan, mga listeners and viewers, ang ating Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order ayon sa ating Bureau of Immigration spokesperson, Ms. Dana Sandoval, is only an orange light. It is not a means for them to stop the travel of those people listed in the Lookout Bulletin Order. And at the same time, tandaan po natin, gaya po ng sabi ni Ms. Dana, yung pag-secure ng ating borders, whether sa airport, seaport, or even doon sa mga illegal corridors na sinasabi ng Bureau of Immigration, it requires that whole of government approach. And pag sinabing whole of government, hindi lang po immigration, kasama na po yung Coast Guard, NBI, PNP. Kung idadagdag ko lang po, isama na rin po natin yung whole of country approach. Meaning lahat tayong Pilipino, kung alam natin na tatakas na itong mga suspects, yung mga flood control superstars, ika nga, ipagbigay alam doon sa mga otoridad para na sa ganun, mapigilan natin yung pagtakas nila para na sa ganun, they can face justice here in our country. And with that, tandaan po natin, dito sa agenda, mabuhay ang Panginoon, mabuhay ang Pilipinas, mabuhay ang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.